Hi everyone. In the last class, we have seen basic introduction about AWT. AWT means we can simply abbreviate it as Abstract Window Toolkit. So the main purpose of AWT framework is to design or to implement GUI applications. So whenever to design any kind of GUI application, you must and should have to implement all GUI applications with the help of components. Means a GUI application is a collection of components. What do you mean by a component? Component means simply it is an user interface object where user can interact, like checkbox, drop down button, list box, choice, radio button, normal button, all those are all comes under everything as a component. Okay, so whatever the component that we have, all those components having predefined class for its own. Predefined class for its own. Am I right or not? In the last class, I have already clearly explained. So if you observe this predefined class contains, right, various kind of methods, constructors, constructors, various kind of data members, like we can call it as properties, and various kind of event. This is what we have seen in the last class. Okay, if you observe the hierarchy of this AWT package, first one I would like to discuss the container class only. The container class. Why? Because without this container class, we can't able to uh, add GUI components to the container. Mean, don't worry about this. First, we must and should have to implement container class. Container class. Without container class, there is no GUI component we can place in the screen. I hope you understood. Without container class, we can't able to place any GUI component on the screen. Like for example, it is going to manage various kind of all other GUI components like frame, window, panel, etc. Okay, fine. So what do you mean by container? So a container means, it is a class. Containers, it is not containers, it is only container. Container is a class which is going to allow to add n number of GUI components to the screen, which is going to add n number of GUI components to the screen. Okay, in simple words, a container means it is simply a displaying area. Displaying area, or we can simply say that it is a screen where we can add, uh, where we can place n number of components like buttons, checkboxes, drop down list, all these I can able to place. So for example, it is something like a screen, right? If you want to arrange, if you want to arrange all the components in a particular order, in a particular position, you must and should have to add all these components to the screen. All these components to the screen. For example, I would like to say one thing. Sometimes you are interested to like username followed by text box, password followed by text box, followed by submit button. You require like this kind of thing, meaning that if you want to place all the things in a particular position, you have to add them to the container. Without adding them to the container, you can't able to display all those things. Sometimes you require, so something like this: username, password, followed by submit button. So this is the need. So based upon the user interest, we'll change the user interface. We'll change the user interface. So for that, we are going to study various kind of layout mechanisms. Various kind of mechanism, meaning that every container is associated with every container is associated with uh, what is associated with the layout mechanism of all the components. Okay, there are various types of containers are there. Various types of containers are there. If you observe the chart here, so if you go for the containers in this panel, window, frame, dialog, applet, file dialog, all these are all comes under uh, containers. Generally, there are four types of containers are there. One is window container and panel container, dialog container. One is a frame container. Okay, fine. So what do you mean by window container? So window is a kind of container which you to place various kind of components, where this window having no border and no title. It doesn't having any border and any title. If you go for the panel also doesn't having it does not contain title, menu bar, board. Extra thing, there is no menu bar in panel. If you go for dialog is also a container which has border and title. Border and title. Frame is also a container which has border, title and menu bars. So which one is the better one? Frame is the better one. Let's observe here. If I am saying that frame is a better one, why? Because if you would like to work with dialog container, you must and should have to instantiate the dialog class or not. Yes, we must and should have the instantiate the dialog class. But that dialog class instantiation does not exist without the existence of frame class. Without the existence of frame class. That is why I'm saying that frame is the better one. Frame is the better one. Okay, now fine. So if you come to the panel, see, observe guys, here you can understand. This is a picture I have taken from the internet. This is a frame. This entire thing is a frame. This entire thing is a frame. In that frame, it is a collection of various panels. Why these panels are required? So this panel doesn't having any kind of border. That is what I said. It doesn't having any border, any title. But if you want to implement a specific requirements, a specific complex requirements, I'm going to place all those in a particular location. So simply I can say that a frame is a collection of panels without having any border or title. By default, every frame is invisible. By default, every frame is invisible. And one more thing, if you observe this kind of frames, can we resize all this or not? Yes, we can resize. So every frame I can able to resize and move, but panels can't possible. Okay, so simply I can say that if what you can observe here, a panel is an internal region in a frame. Panel, or I can say that panels, the internal region in a frame. Okay, and one more important point, if you observe the hierarchy, panel is a subclass of which class? Container class. Container class. Frame is subclass of which class? Window class. One thing. Panel is a subclass of container class, whereas frame is a subclass of window class. Guys, and one more thing, the difference between frame and window, frame exists within the window, but window doesn't exist in the frame, but vice versa is not correct. Vice versa is not possible. So guys, everything, whatever the thing, even container is also a component. 1 minute, something happened. I think this is adjusted. Oh, I'm sorry guys, wait for a minute. One minute, I would like to open once again. Let me check whether how it will come. So everything is a component in Java. In a GUI, everything will be a component. Yes, it got as usual. Yes. So in a GUI, it contains a collection of components, a collection of components. Every component is individual class. Individual class. Among those components, one of the component is a container class. That is what we have discussed right now. It is simply a screen where we can able to add all the GUI components. All the GUI components. Among these container components, one of the component is a frame component. Frame component. What is frame? Frame is a container. It is able to manage some other GUI components like all the labels, text fields, list boxes, etc. Box, etc. Guys, if you observe, so everything is a class. I am saying, am I right or not? Yes. So, what is the general package of all this AWT? Java.aw. So, for specific class, I can say that if you want to work with frame, if you want to work with frame, java.aw.frame class. If you want to work with container, if you want to see the profile of container, java.aw.container. Container, meaning that if you would like to create a frame, so why I am saying that is I would like to create a frame because it has border, title, menu bars. I can able to move and I can able to resize. I can able to implement collection of various kind of complex operations with the help of panels. All these features are there in the frame. So all these features are there in the frame. So observe here. It is a top level content. All these are all observed in the frame. So that is why I would like to make more concentration on the frame. So if you want to work with the features of the frame, you have to import a predefined package called java.aw.frame. Observe java p space java.awt. You know, every component is having properties, methods, events, all this. These are all the various kind of data members. Observe data members and various kind of constructors, various kind of methods. All these are all the various kind of predefined things. Okay. So based upon our requirement, we will use a particular method or a data member. All those. Okay. Fine. If you see somewhat in depth about the frame class, guys, try to listen carefully. If you see in depth about the frame class, so when we are going to use the frame class, if you want to create a frame, if you want to create a frame where it look like this, a title, if you would like to have a menu bar, and if you would like to have some kind of border, it look like this, then I will go for the concept of frame, the concept of frame. And to implement this kind of thing, you have to import a package called java.aw.frame package. Yes. So generally, it is having various kind of constructors. Among those, one kind of constructor is where it is not accepting any parameters. Public frame constructor. So what it is going to do is it is going to a frame, create a frame without any title, without any title. There is another kind of constructor, public frame. I'm going to pass something like string title. It is going to create a frame with title. For example, I'm trying to create an object. Frame f equal to new frame of jk frame. New frame of jk frame. Then what will happen? It is going to create a frame. Guys, don't think that it will look like as this. Here it will get the title like jk frame followed by like this. Okay, guys, the thing is uh, by default, as I said already, by default every frame is invisible. By default every frame is invisible. If you want to make it visible, make it visible, you have to use a method whose profile is like this: public void set visible of of some boolean value, here. If you pass true, my frame will be visible. If I pass false, my frame will be invisible. My frame will be invisible. So this is the method. Try to observe, this is the method which is available in window class. This is the frame which is available in window class but not in the frame class. But the thing is, to make our frame should be visible to the user, you have to use this set visible method. So how it is invoking, observe guys. If you observe the flowchart here, if you observe the hierarchy, window is a superclass of frame class. So by default, if you are going to implement the frame class, automatically all the features of container, all the features of window are inherited to the frame class. Am I right or not? Yes. So frame set visible method is a uh, method of window class. Window class. And one more thing is, whenever you created a frame, by default, by default, the frame height, the frame height and width is 0 pixel. 0 size, meaning that it is something like, it look like point size. If you want to make a fixed size, required size, like for example, my height is 500, my width is 500, look like that, then you have to use a method whose profile is public void set size of int width comma int height. You have to use the method. I mean, you have to write like set size of 500 comma 500, so that the default size will be replaced with 500 width, 500 height, so that it will look like it will occupy some kind of screen. Okay, fine. Here, how you set the frame name? By simply passing it over the constructor. Simply passing over the constructor. I don't want to pass over the constructor. Instead of that, I am going to use a frame constructor without any title. So with the help of this constructor, if you would like to set the title of the frame, then I have a method whose profile is public void set title method. Title of string title. String title, so that I can able to place my own title to my frame. Similarly, I can able to place background color. You know the method set background color of, I would like to pass color object here, color something. So these are all some of the methods that I would like to show here. Like this, we will have various kind of methods, but uh, so to make it somewhat basic information about the frame, these are all enough. Okay. Okay, so we have discussed various kind of some of the methods. Observe guys, this set size is also a method of window class, not the frame class. Whereas coming to set title, set background color, all the these are all belongs to frame class. Knowing is important, but it is not a particular need. Why? Because it is automatically inherited from window and container classes, all the methods. So there is no need to oh, there is no need of remembering all these to write the code. Okay, fine. So we have seen various kind of constructors, various kind of methods. Let's see how to implement this frame. So so we can create this frame component in two ways. In two ways. One is by creating the instance of, you know the meaning of instance of instance of frame class. One is by creating the instance of frame class. Another way is by extending the frame class. By extending the frame class. I think you know already know how to run the applets. How to run the applets. One is through browser. Another way is through applet viewer. How to create threads. One is through the extend of thread class. Another way is through implement of implementation of runnable interface. Like that, we can able to create frame component in two ways. Amma. One is through by creating instance of frame class, meaning that I would like to create object of the frame class in one class, and I can apply various kind of operations which you require. Another one is I can just simply extend my frame class and I can perform the operation. Okay. For example, let us go with the first concept by creating instance of frame class. Observe. So whenever you are going to work with any kind of GUI, you must should have to import which keyword, which package, Java package. Import Java dot aw dot. So writing star is more compatible for us. Okay. As usual, I am going to create a class. For example, frame class, frame example class. Here, I would like to create an instance of frame class or not? Yes. How we are going to create an instance of frame class? Frame class f equal to new frame class. I have created instance or not? Yes, I have created instance. Guys, if I write like this, is there any frame which contains a title? No, there is no title I have created. Or if you want to create a title, I can go for frame f equal to new frame of JK. So with the help of this second statement, first statement no title, second statement having title. Once I instantiated frame class, is it going to visible to the user? Is it going to visible to the user? No, it doesn't going to visible to the user. What is the height and width of the frame? Zero size. So what you need to do for every frame, you mustn't should have to set the size of the frame compulsory. Why? Because if you didn't set the size, by default it is going to have zero size, so it won't be visible to the user. And also one more thing is by default every frame is invisible. So to make it visible to the user, you have to write set visible of two. So these two are compulsory for everyone, for everything. So what I will do is I will make with the help of this object. So no need of writing this object also because it is a current class, right? Current class. F dot F dot set visible of, I would like to write true. F dot set size of some 500 comma 500. I have created. Okay, that's it. So with the help of this one, so this is simply nothing but creating instance of frame class. I would like to write whatever the things I require. So for example, I would like to make a background color. F dot background of color dot something like green. I would get a frame with the help of title JK frame, something background color as green color. So this is the one way to implement a frame. Okay, I would like to show with the help of programming so that you will get very much clarity. So first, I would like to implement any GUI application. I would like to import AWT package. I'm going to write class JK frame. Java. Okay. So main method I would like to write. So I think I forget to write here main method. Public static void. So what is the first method? I would like to instantiate the frame class so that I can use all the features. Frame f equal to new frame of. So I'm going to write without any title. Without any title. Then sir, f dot. So for to make it clear understanding, I'm going to write f dot set background of color dot. I'm not writing any other methods because to make it clear understanding for you, I have written like that. Java C space. Sorry, Java C space. Take a frame dot Java. Guys, is it visible to you? No, it won't visible. Why? Because it is having by default 0 height and 0 width. It's taking some time. It's successfully compiled. How to run? Same normal processor. But to run applets, it is different processor. So guys, if you try to observe, it has a see. It executed already, but it won't be visible for it. So because of the reason, what we can do is we can set the size f dot set size of 500 comma 500. Guys, there is no specific order to write all these methods. You can write in any order. Observe guys, now I will try to run. Try to run. Observe. Now also it won't be visible. It won't be visible. So to make it visible, you have to use a method set visible method. Set visible of boolean value I need to pass. Guys, actually there is one more method, show method. Show method is there, which is a deprecated method actually. Observe, got output or not? So whenever you write a set visible method, then only it will be visible. So my background color is green, whose size is 500 by 500. I said every frame is movable, movable, and resizable, Guys, if you observe, is there any title have you observed here? Is there any title have you observed here? No, there is no title at all. The thing is, so this doesn't close directly. Every time I need to close. So if you want to visible, want to set the title, I can go for parameterized concept. Right, so for some time, I would like to do the same process like this. I would like to close because this frame doesn't close directly. Java C space take a frame dot Java. Java space take a frame. Here you got the title or not? So this is the use of parameter constructor. So see, observe, if I am trying to close, it won't close. We need to close it through program only. Instead of that, I will close the command prompt. Okay, instead of like this, what I can do is I can use directly a method called set title method. Okay, title true method. JK title through method. Now once again I will compile and run. Java space JK frame dot Java. Java space JK title through method. Am I got on? Yes. So this is the one way to create frame. So the another way is I can create a frame by extending the frame class. By extending frame class. So what you can do simply, first step is you need to import the AWT package. Then you have to uh, create a class. For example, JK frame class. So that class must and should have to extend which class? Frame class. Extend frame class. That's it. Simple. And if you would like to create a frame, whenever you instantiated an object, whenever instantiated an object, so then what I can do is I can go for taking a parameterless constructor. Why I'm taking this parameterless constructor? Because I would like to make uh, execute whenever an object is instantiated for this class. That's it. There is no other specific purpose. So here I can write uh, the set visible method. What I need to pass? True. I need to make set size of 500 comma 500. I need to make set title user defined frame. I need to make a set background color. All those I can able to do. So I can able to instantiate from other class, right? Easily class something like some example public static void main string aux. So I can able to instantiate new JK frame. That's it. So with the help of this statement, automatically the constructor will be executed. Am I right or not? Yes. What is the purpose of constructor? Once you create while creating object, this is all going to execute. So automatically the frame will be created. So this is another way to create a frame component. So the another way is instead of writing all this like that. So I don't want. I'm going to take class. So, sir, why you are taking two classes? Can we write in single class? Yes, of course. You can write in a single class, Amma. I can go for writing here only. Public static void main method. I can create object. No need. You can write in any way, Amma. But my comfortable way is like this. That's why I'm writing like this. Class KK, which I am going to extend. Which class? Frame class. The second way. So I will create a constructor for the class which is extended frame class, and now I'm going to write. So I need to show all the things again specifically. So here I will do what I will do. I'll go for instantiating my frame. JK j equal to okay. Once it instantiated, automatically this class will be executed. Here you can write. See, here I'm not calling with respect to specific thing because it is going to execute the frame class methods only, right? If it ain't written. So if you would like, you can write like this dot also. There is no problem at all. This means current class. If the current class contains title method, yes. Is this current class contains title method or set title method or not? Yes, because it is inherited from the frame class. What happened? I'm trying to compile. I'm trying to run. Return. You got the same output. JK title through method. Sorry, guys. For example, I would like to make difference 700 comma 300. JK title to extending frame class. Okay. Guys, don't worry. There is a method where we can do this process. No space. JK. Okay. By default, it has got right 700 width, 700 and width, and 300 height. Visibility is true, and title is JK title through extending frame plus. Yes, we would like to write something here. If we would like to write something here in this frame, what I can use is the applets output and this AWT output are same or not? Yes, but applets are outdated. That is why we are moving for AWT. That's it. So if you want to write something here, we can go for which method? Paint method. I hope you know already. Paint method. So by simply overriding the paint method, you can able to write the data which you want. You can write here. Would you like to show here? Yes. If you want, you can we can show. Observe. Paint method will be called by whom? Paint method automatically called public void paint method. Paint method. So paint method is taking which parameter? Graphics object. Graphics. So whenever you are trying to write graphics, graphics class is imported or not? Yes, but we have written directly here imported. So for example, I would like to set some font f equal to new font of, I would like to set Arial font and font dot bold. I would like to make bold and whose size is something like 35. I would like to set foreground color and font dot set font of, I'm going to set font. So this is I have already shown the last lesson while executing the concept of applets. I would like to set foreground color. What is the use of foreground color? Font color. Foreground of color dot something like red. Okay, fine. So what I need to write? So these are all the various kind of properties that I am applying over the window, over the frame. These properties are applicable to which data? The data which is visible on the screen. So to make it visible on the screen, you have to use the method. Which method? Drawstring method. Drawstring of. So I'm going to make the some size. What is the size? Location. From which location to which location I want to display data. Meaning that on x-axis 100 and y-axis 100. From that point it is going to start. So I have clearly explained all this. Observe, you got the output or not? It is in the bold format, color is red. Am I right or not? Yes. Like this, you can use the paint method. Guys, is there any necessary to call explicitly the paint method? No need. Automatically, it will be called by the JVM. Again, don't get confused. Okay, man. Fine. For example, I want to get italic also. Font. See, various possibilities are there. You have to practice on your own. Without practice, it is not possible for you to get the clear output. Hmm. So now it is a combination of both italic and bold. Sorry. Observe, it is a combination of both bold and italic. Okay, so like this, you can able to create a frame. There are two ways you can able to create a frame: by creating instance of a frame class or by extending the frame class. Okay, this is all about today's class. So in the next class, we'll see an important concept: event handling. Event handling, or we can call it as event delegation model. This we can see in the next class. I hope you understood this class clearly. Thank you.